Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Roshan Vikramaratne, and today we are going to have a look at Archetype machine by HackTheBox. So let's hop into my screen over here and get on with the capture the flag. Alright, so first things first, I have downloaded the official walkthrough from HackTheBox into my Kali Linux box. So this is the PDF that they have given out, the enumeration, foothold, privilege escalation. Basically, I have found a couple of flaws in this formatting, and there are steps that you can easily skip. That is exactly why I'm doing this walkthrough. So let's get into it. The first problem I had, the formatting of this particular commands. So let's copy that in. We'll open a text editor. You can use anything that is on your machine. I'm using mousepad. So as you can see, as it's being copied, the formatting is not right. So what you can do here is edit that in. So this is how it should be formatted. So let's copy that into a terminal. I will be using the downloads folder for this because I feel like it's more reliable and easy to use, less troublesome when it comes to privileges, etc, etc. So paste that in, and it is running. So let's give it a couple of minutes. So we have let the nmap run, and once the results are generated, there are a couple of things that you gotta focus here. Basically, they have given some clues about 2 ports and the file sharing on SQL server, and based on the information that is given, I would say the next step is to access this SQL server and see if there are any anonymous access has been permitted, right? So we can use SMB client for this. So let's do that right now. Okay, so let's type that in. SMB client space -n space -l backslash 4 of them. Yep. Then the IP of the server, and 2 backslashes again. Alright, so as we can see here, there are a couple of information. If you have access to this admin, the box is pretty much pawned, right? But the focus here is the backups folder. So let's have a look at it and see what is in there. We can use the same command, but there are some modifications that has to be done. So from the previous command, get rid of the -l. You can use at the end backups to connect to the backups folder, and we are in. So let's have a look at this and see if we can find anything on this backup folder. So let's use the directory. On this directory, we do have prod.dts config. So this is a SQL backup file. Let's go ahead and download this particular file into our machine. You can type get space prod dts config, and since we are on download folder, there won't be any issues with this. So let's hit enter, and there we go. It is downloaded to our download folder. So if you go and have a look at this, you can see this particular file. Open this up on the terminals, get rid of the SMB, then to ls. As you can see the file, so we can use cat for this to open up the file. So cat space the file name, and there we have it, the content of the prod.dts config file. Copy this all in, open up your mousepad and paste. Main thing that we should be focusing here is, as you can see, the password and the username. We are definitely going to go back and forth with this, so might as well keep it accessible. The username on top, password on the bottom. So yeah, let's leave it here. Next, let's have a look at instructions. Download im packet. I'm going to deviate a little bit from the instructions that is given here because I found an easier way to tackle this. You open up your web browser. I have Firefox here, right? And on Google, just simply type Impact. Scroll down and you can see Impact by Secure Auth. So that is the file that we can download to the PC easily. Scroll down all the way to the very bottom and you can see the instructions for the setup. Oops, this section. Quick start, click the following link to obtain the latest version. So we just go ahead and click on it and it will ask you to save the file. It won't take that long. This file contains a virus or malware. Let's see what we can do about it. We can just go ahead and open. So there we have it. Extract this particular file. I will just choose the option show the files and quit. Go to the downloads folder. Packet has been extracted here. Alright, so let's have a look at the next particular step. Have a look at the mssql.python script. Open up this folder, go to examples, open up a terminal, and let's do a list. And guess what we have here? So this is what we are going to work with. Let's go ahead and install pip. This is not installed by default on Kali Linux. Sudo apt install python 3 -pip. Install this pip into the machine. Okay, it's running smoothly. And there it is. Alright, so the next step, let's go ahead and install Impact. Go a step back and have a look at the command that is given to us, which is python space setup.py space install. So let's copy that in to the terminal with permission, paste that in and run, and let's see. Yep, it was successful. Let's go back to the particular folder that we were in, change the directory to cd examples, run this particular command. Just make sure that you have typed everything correctly, because you know how it goes if you mess things up. Yep, looks good to me. Let's run that. Okay, asking for the password. This is what we saved up here. Let's copy that in. And voila, we are in. Okay, let's have a look at what we are dealing with here. Speak configure. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Some database parameters. So there's a lot of information, no need to go through everything here. Let's dive into the next step. Actually, let's actually try this. sp configure show advanced options. Interesting. Next, what we are going to look at is basically the command shell. cmd shell. Alright, cool. But at any point, if you do not have access to any of these, you can basically run these commands and gain access. And basically, if you are seeing a 1, you do have permission. If it's a 0, you do not have permission to access this. So pretty much I am good on this. Well, actually, let's see who we are. And there we go. Next, create a web server and a listener as well to host the particular file. So I'm going to use a different terminal for this. Leave the previous one aside because that is going to make our life so much easy. sudo access here. Yep, that is up. Next is the listener. Let's open up the directory downloads again. UFW. Let's check if it is installed in this. Yep, it is not, so let's go ahead and install it first. By default, the firewall is off on Kali Linux, but I'm not too sure why that command is necessary. But yeah, let's go ahead and install UFW first. Yep, all good. Getting rid of that. Before we copy this into the terminal directly, let's see if it's well formatted. Yep, formatting is key here, guys. Copy that in, paste it, sudo access. Yep, that is up as well. Take this command that has been given. Oops. Always check the formatting first, because you never know with these PDFs. Yep, that's what exactly I thought. As you can see, this is supposed to be a single line, but it's broken into two. Once that is clearly formatted, let's take that in, go back to the first terminal on the SQL server, paste, hit that in. Couple of errors. First thing is this particular file is not saved, so we have to create that first. Next thing is the IP address, so we have to configure that as well correctly. Real quick, copy this entire script given, and again the formatting is really messed up. This is how it's supposed to look like. If you do need to get this formatting correctly, I would suggest that you take a screenshot of it. Next, we are going to check our ifconfig to find out the correct IP address. Copy that sucker in 10.10.15.30. Save that as shell.ps1. So I will go to my downloads folder, shell.ps1. Looks good. Click on save, and that is saved. Alright, so let's go back to the terminal, and I'm going to just open this up real quick and place it actually on top here so you guys can actually see what is going on. Okay, going back to the terminal, and let's copy that command one more time. Let's do our edits for the IP address for this particular PC. It's 15.30 at the end. Paste clipboard, hitting it, and voila. So I'm not sure whether you guys saw this, but on our server we have hit 200 means successful, right? And yeah, we do have a hit on the listener as well, which means we are in. It's successful. Alright, quick test time. Let's grab this privilege escalation command, right, and let's have a look and see whether this is correctly formatted. No, it's not, so let's correct that. Console host underscore history dot text. Yeah, I believe this is how it's supposed to look. So let's copy that in, go back to the terminal, xp underscore cmd shell, and let's actually paste that entire command here, and we'll see if this works. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We do have some news. Okay, so this is an administrator account, and we do have the password as well. So let's actually copy that entire line into our notepad in case we want to access this, which we will. Yeah, looking good. So beautiful. Alright, final few steps. Let's get rid of this. And we are back on the examples folder, and they do want us to use p6. I don't know how to pronounce this, but yeah, whatever this is, to gain a privileged shell. So we are back here. Alright, so let's type that in, and it's asking for the password, and guess what, we have it right here. So let's copy that in. Make sure you copy all the characters. Beautiful, we are in, and we do have the prompt. System 32 is where we are at. Let's type who am I. Yep, anti-authority slash system. Now they have asked us to go to the desktop, so let's go back. Okay. CD users. Then let's look at the directory. Alright. CD administrator. And again, directory. Okay. Then CD desktop. Let's look at the directory here. There we go, root.txt. Are you guys ready for the moment of truth? Okay, let's have a look. Final command. Type, like literally type it, root.txt, and ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That is the hash we are looking for. So there we go, that is Archetype. I hope you guys enjoyed. So I hope I did justice for that, and I tried my level best to keep it as simple as possible. So now you can be the judge and let me know if this is a box that a beginner should be starting with HackTheBox itself, because it's included in the starting point. As you could see, the formatting was all over the place, but it's hacking, right? So you gotta take a challenge and tweak things up and see how it goes. Also guys, I have to mention that this official walkthrough will be on my blog. You can find the link on the description, so make sure to check that out as well. So if you found this video helpful and educative, please make sure to drop a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as it would mean a lot to me, and it will help the channel grow. Also make sure to share with someone who is struggling with this particular box. That is all from me for now. So until I see you guys on the next video, take care and be safe. Peace and love.